can tell? You see how, if you ever wonder, because I've dropped it before and I asked the internet, how do I find out if my near infrared light is still working? Well, you simply use your camera and look at your light through the camera, and if some of the lights appear white, then those are the near infrared. To prevent calluses on the feet, there's a protocol. I have been using 3 to 6 inches is safe. It's because the red and near infrared lights, they in the cells of your body, if I hope I'm saying this right, you have mitochondria in the cells, which is where your living energy is, and what the red lights do is it busts those cells open just a little bit so that when they repair, they're essentially stronger. So like, you know how people do like microneedling on your face, kind of like, and the reason why is because if you do microneedling, you're going to get way more collagen than you are going to get from like drinking. Because if the injury is tiny, a tiny injury, certain types of tiny injuries make you stronger. And in fact, that's how we build muscle as human beings. We go exercise, we go just a little beyond the scope, it tears a tiny bit, and then you titrate, you go to a time of rest, it repairs itself. And so anyways, I've been trying to keep my heels so that they don't have like a lot of cracks in them anymore, because I thought I was keeping them reasonable. They were mostly smooth, and then I stepped one day and it just felt like I got a crack that went so deep, and I checked it and I was like, oh my gosh, I just stepped on my foot, and like straight up I could see like it looked like it wanted to bleed. All right. And I was like, this is terrible. I have to go back to the 60% urea cream. I don't do it every day. If you do it every day, it doesn't seem to work as well. I'll get different things to put on my heels. I just wash my shoes a lot, and then I shine this light. And I try to stay barefoot in the house. Another one is, even though I do have these cute polyester socks that have like lots of cute little pictures on them, I also have white cotton socks. So there's your other one. Hi there, one person. This is our red and near infrared light that you can also shine if these off Amazon, and you can go 3 to 6 inches from your frontal lobe area on your brain, and apparently it will stimulate neurogenesis. It can alleviate depression. It can some people say causes the appearance of cellulite to diminish. Basically, there's some people on the internet who have their near red light and then they do like a full body thing for like 6 weeks, and they show you a before and after, and like it's pretty convincing. Anyways, back to the feet. What we're doing right now is we're preventing calluses, because the red and near infrared light not only does it ward off the evil eye, but it also slightly busts open the mitochondrial cells in your body just a teensy little bit so that they repair themselves. A cure for depression, once again. It's not a cure, but into the frontal lobe area, 3 to 6 inches. Just do this every, 10 or 15 minutes every day, or whatever. Take a little ashwagandha, go for a walk, whatever. Hey, you don't have to do any of that, of course. Do you know that you can read feet? Okay, so I've read palmistry for years, studied it, and I've watched the lines in people's hands can change as you're reading them too. But do you know that there are people who can read the lines on your feet? You can even see them right here on the camera. So like to a palmist, when they're looking at like a fingerprint or thumbprint, you see that little, where the light is shining and how you see a little islandy shape? Each one of those little things has a significance. They can move around as well. It's fascinating. A person who's interested might open their hand and look at their own hand right now under a good light, and look on your palm and see if you have fingerprints in the middle of your palm anywhere. Different types of genealogies get fingerprints showing up more often than others, and randomly inside the palm print. So like, look at your fingerprint, you got a whorl, you might have a little swirly, whatever you got, a double whorl, whatever it is. Okay, so look at your fingerprints. Now go down to your palm and look at your palm really closely. in the light. And what are you going to see? Look between your, first go between your pinky finger and your ring finger and look at the lines there and see if you can spot a fingerprint. Some people have a fingerprint right there. Other people have a fingerprint between their ring finger and their middle finger. Some people have a fingerprint will sometimes show up right in the middle of their palm. It's really interesting stuff. So what is hope, guys? Is it the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen, or is it the bait of the predator? Is it the bait of the predator? I'd like someone to try to give me an answer, place an argument or something like here. Hi. Yep. Well, I didn't put the urea cream on my feet. You can tell I've been walking around barefoot. They're a little dry, but we're treating for cracks so that we don't have them. This is better than putting all the... I mean, the creams are okay, but like shining a near infrared light at your heel is going to do more to prevent like really bad... No. I mean, are you in the bathroom? Scott, U4G? No, we're dressed. We're sitting in the living room. No, we're dressed. We're fully clothed. This is just because the red lights shine at the heel. It's to, it also wards off evil eye. The red light can transfer back through the camera and get you at home. I tricked you! I lured you here just to trap you in my trap! Anyways, so yeah, it's not like you'll never have a dry heel ever if you do this, but it's not gonna result in blood or deep cracks or anything. Theory. 3 to 6 inches is, I guess that's a little close. We could back her up a bit. I'm pretty convinced it goes right through skin, because if I put my light directly up against my toes, for instance, or against my skin, like on my hand, I can see dark space. I know my light is strong. I know it's strong because if I put this light up against my hand in a dark room, you see that? You see how my foot looks luminescent? It's because I put the red light up against my foot. I know that it goes over here to the brain region. Hold on, we're here. When it's at the brain region, I know that it is doing at least a bit of well, besides there's studies on it, right? You don't want to know the time I made an alternating current device to try to block other people's psychic signals. I got it from a Denmark study that they were actually using to some effect, and I found something similar on Amazon that could be brought up to a higher standard and used under someone's hat. It worked pretty good. It was part of an experiment I was doing. I will tell you this though, do not place it on the back of your head and fall asleep for a nap. Little interesting effect on that one.